Hi guys, Cameron from Band Smile here again, and today I'm going to be talking about retiring and dating in Thailand. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for the comments and remarks for the last video. Things are going very well. So, I hope I can share more information on retiring in Thailand with you all. So let's get started. I'll be reading the questions and then I'll answer them. Were you married or dating in Australia? Well, yes, I was married. I've been married twice and I had one live-in relationship. My last marriage was for 25 years. It ended, I think, on reasonable terms. I've not had another Western relationship since then, and nor would I ever. What are some of the main differences between women in Australia and Thailand? Actually, this is a good question. For me, it's about appreciation. If you do something around the house, and Australian women, or Western women I've found, will actually go check on it and make sure you've done a good job. And if it's not a good job, or not up to their standard, then the world ends and volcanoes erupt. However, I have found with Thai ladies, you do a job, may not be great, but it's okay. They'll normally accept that. If it's not a good job or a really bad job, then they'll fix it, usually laugh and tell you how bad you are, which is okay. But if it's really, really bad, yes, they'll go off their tree and they'll tell you what they think. But it ends there. They don't carry on with it for days or hours or years. Don't bring it up ever again. Thai ladies don't beat their man up. They don't want to. They just want a happy life. So, we'll move on to the next one. What are the biggest misconceptions about Thai women? I've heard so many. Thai ladies are only looking for Western men as ATMs. Well, to a point it's true, but that's only if you have a business arrangement, shall we say. And once that arrangement is over and you've moved forward and the relationship is starting to grow, it changes completely. You are well looked after, well taken care of. Not always do they use your money. They'll surprise you and buy you little presents all the time. They'll take care of you. Believe me, they'll take care of you. So it's not about looking for a rich Westerner ATM. It's about, for them, a good life with a man who respects them. And that's the big point. Don't disrespect a Thai lady. The world changes if you do that. How old are you and how old is your girlfriend now? Well, I'm 61. Nookie will soon be 25. Don't know how we ended up together. We both weren't looking for girlfriends or boyfriends. It just happened. We've had fun. We've had good times. Now we enjoy each other's company. We like being together. When we're apart, we do actually miss each other. So, before this relationship, I wouldn't have recommended such an age gap. But hey, as my dear old dad used to say, it is the luck of the draw. So we'll just have to wait and see. What was your worst relationship story in Australia? Well, I don't really have one for me. Relationships are relationships. They're sour and they go great. But I had a very good friend of mine. I knew this couple really well. He was a big man, very big man, who was mentally, verbally, and physically abused by his 5'0" wife. They separated, and after 5 years of separation, she took half of everything. Even in that whatever he earns in that 5 year span, they were separated. To me, that seems wrong. It should be, the time they were married, they were living together. Yep, that's fair. But when they're separated and she's earning a wage, sometimes more than what he was earning, how does she get half of what he earned? Anyway, my advice to you is if you separate, get a court order, dividing everything up there and then, otherwise you will keep paying. What was your worst relationship story in Thailand? Personally, I don't have one. And I have heard of so many. What I have knowledge of is of a couple I knew very well. They'd been together 7 years. They built a house together. They had a Buddhist marriage ceremony, not a government one, where they signed the papers. I thought that was a bit odd, but anyway, that's how it is. Anyway, when it came time to move into the house, her Thai husband turned up, kicked him out, and, poor bloke, he thought he'd lost everything because nothing was in his name. But however, he engaged a smart lawyer and was able to get 60% of everything back. How do you meet women in Thailand? Maybe because of my age, I don't use dating apps. I have used Facebook, and from there I've actually only met 2 people on Facebook, and that didn't really work out that well. I like to meet people out when I'm going out. Bars, clubs, trains, shopping centres, even the movies. Get to know them and see how it goes. That's how I like to do it. What is your ideal age gap age and why? Well, before this relationship, I would have said 5 to 10 years. Because you share similar life experiences, you'll be able to talk easy about those experiences. However, I've learned that in Thailand, age is just a number. So if you find one you like and things are going great, you've done a bit of checking, then go for it. Enjoy life. It's not an ego boost to have a younger girlfriend. It's just life, and that's how it is in Thailand. How do you react to Western women shaming you for coming to Thailand? Well, I just laugh. I don't react. I don't give them the power. It only makes them feel good when you do react. If I do anything, I just laugh. I always remember what my dear old dad used to say. If they're talking about you, they're thinking about you. Then you have the power. So that's what I do. I don't react. There's nothing to react about. Are Thai girls really that jealous? I've never had that experience or seen it happen, but I have heard stories. I've been told it is a scary thing to see, let alone to be involved in. And, let's remember the old saying, hell have no fury like a woman's scorn. For me, jealousy is a wasted emotion, but that's just me. And finally, are you planning to get married in Thailand? Watch this space. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Well, guys, thanks again. If you've enjoyed this video and you want more information, the team at Band Smile can act as your eyes and ears. If this video was useful to you, please hit the subscribe button or the like button. That's it, guys. Cameron from Band Smile, signing off. Until next time.
What are you waiting for?
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 Yes, correct. What are you waiting for? The world may not be in a great shape right now, but it's very possible to come to Thailand. It's actually easier to live in Thailand for a longer time than it was before. With Band Smile can get you the right long-term visa, find a perfect house, open the local bank account, or even open the business here. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below or go to bandsmile.com and get started.